Thank you so much for joining us on KEXP, listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 FM in the Bay Area at KEXP.org and on the KEXP mobile apps. I'm Cheryl Waters here in the KEXP studios with a longtime friend. We're so happy to have Frankie Cosmos with us today. You're listening to Frankie Cosmos live on KEXP. Different Talking is the new album out on Sub Pop Records, and such a pleasure always to have this band live on KEXP.
I still don't know what I want. I'll take
Frankie Cosmos live on KEXP.
You asked me if I regret it, but you were asking again. Might change your mind when you're older, or just wish you could forget it. Not that I'm trying to play it up, but no, I might come off a little nuts. Can't keep a secret and call it love. Can't see your face without knowing up. I'm older now than before. My Wonderland keeps the score. More solid now than before. My Wonderland keeps the score. My Wonderland keeps the score. I know myself even more. Find ways to find myself beautiful. Toughen up and stick to my rituals. I know it might seem ridiculous, but no one forced you to listen to this. I hold it every day. It never goes away. I'm older now than before. My Wonderland keeps the score.
You've got it tuned to KEXP, where the music matters. You're listening to Frankie Cosmos live on KEXP. Different Talking is a brand new record out on Sub Pop Records. It's such a joy to have them joining us live in the KEXP studios today. The bands are all changing instruments right now. So fun. Bunch of multi-instrumentalists. Don't choke yourself on that chord.
Okay, fine. I'll make you mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't remember the last November. The day passed me by. But you were villain, 'cause that's what makes me worthy of loving. I think it's not your fault. I must have been a lot to take on. But now you never call. But there's stuff I want you to take on too. Cause that's what makes me worthy of loving. I think it's not your fault. I must have been a lot to take on. Now you never call. But there's stuff I want you to take on too.
It's Frankie Cosmos live on KEXP, a fabulous new album called Different Talking. We're so happy to have the band here sharing new songs with us today live on KEXP.
All right, here's the last one.
Nicely done. Frankie Cosmos live on KEXP, songs from the new album, Different Talking. That was phenomenal. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
It's so fun to hear these new songs. The new album is so wonderful. And without a doubt, your songs over many years and many albums have resonated with so many listeners and just sort of helped them get through life not feeling alone. And I think it's fair to say that Frankie Cosmos is a very lyric-heavy band, but the sonic element is such an important part of the songs. It really drives them forward, and I feel like on Different Talking, you and the band have just created such a beautiful sonic world, and you're working with such an incredible group of musicians, and I understand this is the first time since your solo work that you self-produced the record. Can you talk a little bit about what it was like working on this album with the band?
Yeah, thank you. I agree. Great musicians all around. It's something that I've always talked about doing and wanted to do is to make a record with just the band in the room. And I think Katie joining the band was a huge sort of step in that direction because she works as an engineer and a producer, and she produced the previous Frankie record before she was in the band. So all of us have, our own sort of production and recording strengths and, interests, but different levels of sort of knowledge about it. And we just made it happen, and it was really rewarding.
I understand that you opted to record at home instead of in a studio, and that you spent 40 days making this record, which was a long time compared to past records. What did the homesteading and the luxury of time bring to the record, do you think?
I think, time was just a huge element. When we recorded in studios in the past, you're like really paying by the day, and every second kind of you want to be tracking and taking advantage of the gear and stuff. But this was sort of like we started with this kind of limited palette of just the stuff we brought to the house, and we were arranging in the same place that we were recording. So it was just like a much longer, sort of more luxurious process. And I think being able to take breaks was like a huge part of it, and just take space away and being excited about spending time together in addition to working on music, like just making dinner and stuff is as important to the process as tracking.
I feel like I'm hearing that over and over from bands, where just spending that time together, making and sharing meals and watching movies really adds to the vibe and the joy of the experience, which comes out in the record. And it feels like that's what you're saying as well.
Yeah, totally. I think this is why people have bands. It's like you're building community and family and friendships, and that's just strengthening that part of it is important to me.
Well, you said that on this record you were finally able to realize a sound that you've been chasing since you were in your teens. Tell me about that. You alluded to it a little bit when you talked about Katie joining the band, and you specifically have a lot more skills than when you were a young teenager.
It's true. Yeah, I always wanted a band, and Frankie Cosmos became a band pretty quickly, like after I started making, solo recordings at home in my teens. But, we've always, I'm proud of all the records that we've made and the different iterations of the band. But I do think something about when I heard the mixes of this record, it was like, oh, this is really what I want it to sound like. And there's kind of no notes. So I think that for me it's hard to explain exactly, but it was just like, it felt like it feels like the gap gets smaller and smaller between what I want it to sound like and what it sounds like. And I think recording and decisions about recording are so personal, and they're so unique to everyone. But I always just, you like it. You just know when you like it.
Well, it must be such a satisfying feeling to hear something in your head and be able to do it now.
Yeah.
A lot of this album touches on aging and looking back at your younger self, and you've said that a lot of this album is about being grown up and figuring out how to know yourself. And of course, you're still very young, and I wonder if you could talk a little bit about that theme, and also the juxtaposition of aging versus the sort of childlike joy and freedom that you absolutely get from this record.
Yeah, I definitely felt the childlike feeling making it and thinking about it. But yeah, I think every time I sit down to write something, it's like I'm growing up and I'm communicating with myself as a child and myself as a teenager, and like music is sort of the place where those parts of me all come together. And so I think it's just like an ongoing conversation with myself.
You say that music is the place where all of those things come together, and you're a fan of course, many art forms, and you've been doing this for a very long time, your entire adult life. And I'm wondering what spurs you to create, and sort of what drives you to keep making music, and maybe even why music is how you choose to express yourself artistically.
That's a good question. I feel like I don't know the answer. Like, it's really just I keep doing music. Like, that's just what I do, and it's part of my kind of my life now in this way, that it's just, that's how I communicate with myself and with the world. And but yeah, I definitely, I take breaks too. You know, I go through phases of really wanting to do paper mache or something like that's, something very different from music. But yeah, it just feels like something that has just become part of my life in a inextricable way.
Well, it sounds like at this point in your life and career, you're working towards more of a balance in your life in all ways, and making music and touring and other parts of your life. And you seem to be having a lot of joy around this. One of the places I saw that was on the video for A Pressed Flower, when you work with the comedy goddess, Tracey Ullman. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, she's the best. Yeah, Alex actually had the idea he was like, that we should make a video with Tracey because she's our friend and we're just huge fans of her. And
just point a camera at her, that's all you have to do.
Yeah, it was sort of like, let's see what Tracey wants to do. So we kind of came up with the concept together, and our friend Adam kind of took all the ideas we were throwing around and turned it into more of a plot. But it was, very exciting. I think we all approach it with a lot of joy. I think that is part of, doing music and continuing to do music as I get older. It's like I have to keep choosing it, and I have to keep, making sure that I'm enjoying it. And so like just making it a joyful thing and being grateful to be on tour and being grateful to make records, like, is just, I have to feel that,
Well, to mirror that, we're so grateful to have all of you here today. It is such a joy always to have Frankie Cosmos live on KEXP and the new album, Different Talking. So much fun. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
You've got it tuned to KEXP, where the music matters. A huge thank you to Frankie Cosmos, and also to all of our listeners and viewers. You make sessions like this possible. Thank you so much for your support. KEXP is listener powered. You can make a financial gift anytime at kexp.org. Make sure we keep all this great music, discovery, and live sessions coming your way. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll let you know every time we launch a new video. Once again, big thank you to Frankie Cosmos live on KEXP.
Discover new music at listener-powered kexp.org.